And just continuing the situation, there was a point like where he asked me, like, would you date somebody with a kid? And I was like, it really depends. Like I just like, for me it really depends, because if I really, really love him, of course I would, and I would treat the kid as my own, you know. Because like, for me, like, being with somebody who is a parent is like, even when they're not a parent, okay, you have to accept their family, like their parents and who they are with, their siblings also, as like they are your own family. So I see the situation of them having a kid as also like, it's their family. So it's like, as soon as you love someone a lot, like, you accept their kid as your own. And I know a lot of situations where they call, like, I had a colleague where she calls her stepdad as her father because he was more a father than her own father, which, yes, it can be sad, but she sees him as her father. And there's a lot of situations like that. Like, personally, I said to him, like, it would not be my first choice, because I always had in mind of creating, my own family. I always had in mind to just be with somebody and just have kids with that person from zero, and yeah, I would hope that we would just become a stable family. But I know that life is not a fairy tale, and a lot of things can happen. Even illness and deaths can happen, and sometimes that's not possible. So yeah, technically, I don't know. I'm not gonna speak without knowing, because there's a thing. You never know. Okay, you never know what might happen in the future. So, but as for my choices, as for now, yeah, I prefer a guy who doesn't have kids. And yeah, honestly, I'm not thinking about having kids now, so if he doesn't think about kids for now, great. Because yeah, that's the situation. Like, I can see the complication, because a lot of guys who already have kids, or girls, like, most of them are still very close to their baby mamas and baby daddies, and they tend to sometimes not get over them. And each time they will go and pick their kids,